Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. My name is Krenar, and today we're going to talk about this beautiful PJD St. John model. And I mean, just look at this thing. It's just beautiful. Let's dive right into it. First time that I saw PJD guitars was at 42 Gear Street. So I was really lucky to go to 42 Gear Street. And the PJD guitars had like 7 or 8 guitars for them to show us, and this was actually one of them. So if you check my video that I did with Philly, he actually plays this exact one in my video. And also you can find another review of this particular guitar on the Guitar Geeks channel. So first of all, this guitar was sent to me by PJD, and I want to thank Jens from PJD for sending this out, because it's a beautiful instrument and I really enjoyed having it for a couple of weeks. So thank you so much, Jens, and you guys make amazing guitars. So if you want to buy this exact guitar, it's going to be on sale at Klangfarbe, which is a shop in Vienna. So if I have links for it, I'll definitely put them under the description down below if you're interested in buying this one. So let me briefly introduce you to PJD guitars and what they're all about, and then we're going to talk about this guitar specifically. So PJD is a brand made in York, England, and their thing is proudly made in England. And what that means is they try to source everything in England. So from the pickups to the woods, they try to source it from England. For example, the pickups here are bare knuckles, and we're going to talk about that later. The woods in here are also sourced from England, but some things like, for example, the bridge and the tuners, there's no one producing them in England right now, so they get them from Japan. So these, for example, the bridge and the tuners are from Goto, Japan. PJD offers 3 types of guitars at the moment. This one is the St. John model. And then my favorite one is the Carry, which is a single cut version. And we also have the Woodford, which is I believe that's their newest model, and it's based on a Strat. Now for every model, PJD offers 3 versions of that guitar. So for example, this one is the St. John Limited, which means it's the top of the line guitar. You can choose different flame tops, different type of pickups, different type of frets. And the coolest thing about it is that even on the cheaper models, the standard and the elite, you can also make some changes. For example, as far as I know, on the standards, you can choose the color, and you can choose from 2 types of pickups, or you can choose the frets. So just visit their website. They have everything listed on there, and it's very interactive. Now, technically, what this is a custom shop guitar. Even the standards, as I said, you can choose whatever you want on them, and that makes it a custom shop guitar, in my opinion. So what happens is when you order a PJD, according to their website, is you wait 24 to 48 hours for them to confirm the order. After they confirm the order, you're going to get your guitar in 4 to 6 weeks, which is not bad at all for a custom-made guitar. Maybe the time has changed and they haven't updated the website yet, but if you're interested, just contact them, and I'm sure you're going to get an answer real quick. Let me tell you, 4 to 6 weeks for this guitar, it's definitely worth it. I mean, just look at it. Now let's talk about price. This isn't a cheap guitar by any means. Right now, at the moment, when I saw the website, a St. John Limited would cost you around £2,699, which again, it's not a cheap guitar, but you're getting a custom shop level instrument. And if you're looking for something really interesting, for example, you have your Les Pauls, your ES335s, or your Telecasters, but you're looking for something interesting to inspire you in a different way, you should definitely check these out. I mean, this is a very ergonomic guitar. When I first got it, I thought I would be playing clean stuff and jazz with this guitar. But the thing is that the ergonomics of this guitar and the fact that it's a compound radius and all that, it just makes me want to shred, even though I'm not a shredder by any means. But it makes me want to play fast lines and very melodic lines because this guitar sings. And another criteria that I figured out while I was trying guitars at 42 Gear Street is if the guitar sings higher than the 12th fret, for example, that's a good guitar. And this doesn't fail at all, because I mean, as you heard in the intro, it definitely sings here on the higher register, and not a lot of guitars can do that, to be honest. So again, for pricing and all that, visit their website, send them an email if you're interested, and let's talk about this guitar specifically. So in my channel's fashion, you know, we all start at the headstock, and this is a pretty familiar headstock if you ask me. It's the, let's say it's a Telecaster headstock, but with just a tiny different shape so that they don't get sued. And the logo on here, the PJD logo, looks just beautiful. As I said, the tuners here are Goto, made in Japan, and they're the vintage style tuners, which I think these put locking tuners to shame because they're just beautiful and you can change the strings really easy on them. These are actually my favorite. If every guitar has these tuners, I would be a happy man. Let's see the tuners themselves on the back here. Beautifully done. Going further down, we have the nut, which is a tusk nut, and it's cut very well. So the way I figure out how a nut is cut well, especially for tuning, is that I bend right behind the nut, and if the guitar doesn't go sharp, that means that the nut is cut well. So do me a favor, grab one of your guitars and just play the E string and see if it's in tune, and bend behind the nut, and if it's still in tune, that means that the nut is cut very well. And if it's not in tune, and if it's sharp, that means that you might have to widen the nut slots a little bit. So that's a tip for me. Now moving down to the neck, and first we're going to start with the frets. They're Jazzcar frets. To me, they look like wide, tall frets, and they're beautiful. They're polished very well. They feel very smooth to play, and I mean, you can't expect sharp fret ends on a guitar like this. It's just perfect. And then the fretboard here is a rosewood fretboard, I believe, with these beautiful inlays, very classy. And you can also get these guitars with a roasted maple neck and fretboard, because the neck here is a roasted quarter sawn maple neck. And I mean, look at this. It's a beautiful neck, and the way that it feels in the hands, the way that it's finished, is just amazing. So the neck shape itself is a classic C shape. It's not thin, it's not thick, so it's right in the middle. And the radius is a 10 to 12 inch radius, so you can definitely do your chord work here, and then you can shred down here without having any fret buzz. Now the body here is a mahogany body, and it's a bolt-on neck, but it has these different type of screws, so I believe you can loosen these with an Allen wrench instead of a screwdriver, which makes it cool because I've never seen something like this before. And I mean, look at the detail here. They have a piece of flame maple finished with the same, it's called Cocoa Burst, and I mean, the attention to detail here is just, it's just fantastic. So now jumping to my favorite part, which is the top of this guitar. I mean, just look at this. It's beautiful. So mahogany body, and the top here is a maple top. Now another thing that is very cool about this guitar is the fact that it's a hollow guitar. It doesn't have any F-holes, but if you choose to have F-holes, they're going to put it on for you. And I think the fact that it's hollow, it just gives you that airy quality to it, and I really like it. Now the binding here is made out of maple, and you can see that the top is very thick. A great piece of maple here with this beautiful figuring, and I mean, it's just beautiful. Actually, it actually looks better on camera than it looks in person, which is cool. As I said, the bridge is a Goto made in Japan bridge, and the pickups are bare knuckles. So this is the Blue Note and the Mule humbucker in the bridge position. CTS pots, good quality pots, and I believe the switch is Switchcraft or CTS. I'm not so sure about that, but I mean, I like talking about specs, but you have to feel this guitar to see how special it is. Because when I first got it, actually the truss rod had moved a little bit, and the action was quite high. So I adjusted the guitar to my preference. It was just like a quarter turn on the truss rod, and it just became a dream to play. So Andy, the guitar geek, he also did a review on this, and he was like, I can't let go of it. And I feel the same way, because it's just a beautiful instrument. It makes me play a certain way that I usually don't. And it's just a very modern guitar, but classic looking. It's the perfect combination. So let's see what we can get out of this guitar, and then we're gonna end the video with my 2 cents. So for today, I'm plugged into my Line 6 HX Stomp XL, and this thing is doing everything for me at the moment. So the amp, the reverb, the distortions, everything is coming from the Line 6. Even the loop is coming from this thing. And I built a preset for this guitar around a Litigator amp, which is based on a Dumble, and I think it sounds very nice, and it's really easy to record with the HX Stomp XL. So you plug it directly into the interface, and I'm monitoring it with my SC205s by Eve Audio, and it sounds amazing. So let's see what we can get tone wise from this guitar. Starting on the neck position, just the Litigator amp cranked a little bit, and the neck pickup. And if I dial it back a little bit with the volume knob, it cleans perfectly. Let's go to the middle position. Volume down a little bit. And then bridge pickup. Volume down a little bit. Neck pickup dirty. Here you have it, folks. This is going to be the video for the PJD St. John, and it's probably, you can tell that I really enjoy this guitar, and it's just, it sounds ace. That, like, the string separation is perfect, even with like a lot of low end from the amp or something like that. It's still, you can still hear the clarity of it, and the pickups have a big role in this one. And the P90 on the neck position is a classic. So as I said on my previous video, these guitars, the PJD guitars, are actually the reason why I'm modifying my Squier Classic Vibe, because I desperately want a guitar with this scale length, the Fender scale length, and the P90 neck pickup. So this is actually the reason why I'm doing it. And as I said, it's a beautiful guitar, and I can't explain how it feels, how good it feels. But if you have a shop that stocks these, you should definitely check them out. And if you have any further questions, you can leave them under the comment section down below. Or, as I said, you can visit the website and contact PJD directly. This guitar gets like a 10 out of 10 for me, to be honest. So that's going to be it for today's video. Please do all the YouTube things. In fact, the time that this video is going to be uploaded, I might be up to 1,000 subscribers. So I want to thank you so much for that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. Subscribe, leave a comment, leave this video a thumbs up. And I'll catch you with the next video. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.